Safety system is in the process of being put in place in 3 South Carolina school districts. It has the potential to save lives, giving first responders unique access to life-saving intelligence. Our Floriana Boardman reports on this new safety system and what school districts may be implementing this in the future.
Set in motion by tragedy after the Parkland High School shooting. Active law enforcement technology, better known as Alert, is working to save lives. Take a look at this demonstration.
Once you enter the building, the suspect should be in the first hallway to the left,
Alert technology is bridging the gap between schools and law enforcement. The system gives police unique visibility. They can access cameras, remote doors, and PA systems. Heather Harer, Executive Director of School Safety Grant and Alert Technology, says Alert was developed through learning what technologies could have been improved in past tragedies.
This was set in motion because of an unfortunate tragedy that has occurred. And although we can't prevent that from happening, what we can do is we can put things in place, tools in place to be able to save lives. And that's really what this does.
Harer says the extra time Alert can provide law enforcement is life-saving.
There's nothing worse than an event like this at a school where there are children being locked down and they're sheltering in place. But can you imagine if instantly law enforcement can enter a building and take over that building to support them and can get to those victims as soon as possible? We can save lives.
She says oftentimes school security systems have a missing security element Alert provides.
But often those are set into place without that next step. That next step is actually allowing law enforcement and first responders access to those technologies that these schools are investing so heavily in.
We reached out to local school districts to see what they think of the new technology. DD2's Director of Safety and Security told us Alert is something they'll be recommending to district leaders. To find out more information, you can go to schoolsafetygrant.org. The grant they provide ensures there's a minimal maintenance cost to the user and zero cost to law enforcement.
I appreciate you for not allowing her death to go in vain.
Making a change. That's the goal of Dr. Kenosha Gleaton, and today she's kicking off the Centering Pregnancy Program at the Epicenter in West Ashley. Our Amy Russo is live there and tells us why this hits so close to home for her. Amy?
Hey there, good evening, Tessa. Malika Frazier was one of Dr. Gleaton's patients. 6 years ago, she was murdered, and that's when Dr. Gleaton vowed she would practice medicine differently. A tragedy turned to hope.
To know that even 6 years later that this has hit home and she's able to do something like this in the honor of Malika, I feel honored. I feel extremely blessed.
Malika Frazier was just 26 years old, pregnant when she was stabbed to death by her boyfriend. Baby Miracle survived, born 4 months early, only to take her last breath 2 weeks later.
It was extremely shocking.
The murders hit home for Frazier's OBGYN, Dr. Kenosha Gleaton, leaving her wondering, could the murders have been prevented?
I had no idea that she was suffering from something that would ultimately take her life.
With that, the Centering Pregnancy Group Prenatal Care was born.
Traditional prenatal care has failed many women. Imagine a center of, or a circle of friends, basically, that are all pregnant, that are empowering one another, everyone sharing their stories, swapping their stories.
The purpose is to provide a safe haven to women.
Having a center like this that makes you feel comfortable that you can come and talk and meet people that look like you and that are going through the same situations, it provides this family, right? That you're able, this nucleus of people that you're able to share your testimonies.
Malika's family is hopeful this program helps others do what Malika loved most, be a mother.
She took on the role very flawlessly. She took it as a very serious role. She was very proud to be a mom.
And you guys take a look. This is what we're talking about. This is a mock centering pregnancy group happening right now. Dr. Gleaton is taking patients now to be a part of Centering Pregnancy. The first program begins in January 2022. If you're interested, all you have to do is call the Epicenter.
All right, SLED is reporting that Charleston County had the highest number of homicides of any county in the state in 2020. County recorded 56 homicides.
Yeah, which is why MUSC and the Sheriff's Office are going to hold a candlelight vigil tonight to honor those victims. ABC4's Sean Mahoney joins us now to talk about one man's experience with homicides and how events like this have helped him through the healing process. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Leah, and it's the family people say they never wanted but realize they needed. Family members affected by homicides in Charleston County coming together to help normalize the process. And for Chaplain Spike Johnson, a survivor of homicide himself, he says it's something that has been crucial to his grieving process. Johnson works as a chaplain for the Coastal Crisis Chaplaincy, an organization which provides support for first responders at the scenes of homicides and other crimes. The aftermath of a murder is something he deals with regularly, but when his aunt was murdered in December of 2012, it was him who needed support. He says the homicide support group helped him through the grieving process, and Johnson says events like tonight's candlelight vigil is a big part of what brings this community together for the better.
The group has just become closer and closer as we've shared in serving our community, and the homicide survivors are a huge part of that because we share an unfortunate understanding, and so we can support one another in ways that we know because we are there. We not only have been there, we are there. And we are better and stronger together.
Now, leaders of the group say their group structure has been modeled nationwide and is one of the most inclusive support groups in the country. Now, the support group's vigil in service of remembrance will take place tonight at 6:30 at St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office will live stream the vigil on its webpage.